We're Victor and Annette, and we're on a journey to get out of debt, simplify our lives, and one day travel full time. And this week, for months, getting this house ready to sell felt like something far away. There was always another project, another mess, another thing to fix. But this week, the photographers are coming to take the listing photos, and for the first time, it actually feels real. I'm going to have my breakfast. Let's see. I'm going to have my breakfast, and we've pretty much cleared out the house and got it set up to stage. And we'll wait for the photographers. I'll try to video what they're doing and take you along with us. Well, the photographer is here. He's outside doing the measurements of the house and everything. So when he gets done, I'll be following him around inside the house. So at this point in staging the house, it's all about the tiny details. And our realtor sent us a little checklist of things to keep in mind when we are, trying to get the house ready for the photographs. Things like turning on all the lights in the entire house, setting the table so that there's place settings like somebody's coming for dinner, and just general things like that. I even watched videos last night on how to fold bath towels and make them look decorative, so I could put them and stage the bathrooms, and make them look great. Honestly, we haven't spent much money at all doing any of this staging. I think the object more than anything is to make the house feel clean, bright, and simple and honestly, one of the biggest things that we learned was that less stuff in the house really does make it feel so much bigger. We've donated so many things during this whole process. And, some people would say it's exhausting, but for us, it's been weirdly freeing. So one of the major rooms that I think was most gone through the most transformation or cleared out the most is the kitchen, because I do love to cook, and I had accumulated a lot of little cooking gadgets, really cool things that quite honestly we don't even use hardly ever. And I could certainly get by without them. So I had also bought a bunch of various cake pans and cake decorating items, because when Victor and I got married, I made our wedding cake. And, those things have never been used again in all the years that I've had them. So those were some of the first items to go. And, now we're down to just the bare necessities. And again, I'm going to say it's just weirdly freeing. So in regards to the bedrooms, I still don't know how people make their beds look perfect. And we certainly didn't buy any new bedding. We just used what we had, and I tried to make it look as good as possible. And I think the bedrooms do look okay. You can see that the photographer closed the bathroom door there. He was taking pictures inside the bathroom, and now he's moved on to the master bedroom. And I did my best. I made things look as good as I could. But another thing that it kind of hit me, that a lot of people don't realize how emotionally strange this feels. here Victor and I have had this house, and we've built a life here. We have, family. We've spent many years here. We have family over, and this has been a safe place for us. And so now it's just kind of a weird feeling because we're getting ready to move, and we're dealing with the logistics of moving, and it feels kind of emotional for us, if you understand what I mean. But things are good, and I feel like we're on the right track, and we're going to be able to sell the house in a very short and timely manner. So when the photographer moved out into the backyard, I was kind of embarrassed because this year I didn't plant my garden like I normally would, and by now my garden would have been looking, so beautiful. But I didn't plant my garden this year because, like I have in previous years, for a number of reasons. First of all, I didn't want to be having to pick produce while we're trying to show the house. And so I just planted a few things, but not like I usually would have. Usually I would have taken the time to get new soil and fertilize the soil and the beds and start seedlings inside and then harden them off and then transplant them outdoors, but not this year. The garden beds, I think, still look pretty good, but whoever comes to our house will have to imagine what my garden looks like this year versus last year. I wanted to show you guys something else that I normally would do each year. After I gather the harvest out of my garden, what I was doing was doing a lot of canning. And here's all of the stuff that I've canned, a lot of the things that I've canned. There's tons of pickles and jams and peaches and, and salsa and pasta sauce and everything. And then I was also vacuum sealing jars of like orzo and stuff like that, and potato flakes and all of that in case of emergencies, situations. But I spent a good portion of my summer months taking the harvest from my garden and then putting it into recipes and canning and everything. So it's what I did. I came out here and I took an inventory of all the canned foods that I had canned and I had personally canned, because I can't donate those to a food bank. They won't take them. And I made an inventory list, and then I sent it to my friends and asked if any of them would like the canned foods. And I've got a few orders now, and they don't have to pay me for it because I just don't want it to go to waste. And that's way more stuff than Victor and I could ever use in before we leave. Lots of stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to get those items taken care of as well, and get somebody who is interested in that to come and get them. I just gave away a whole bunch of the canning jars. I put it out on Facebook in a local Facebook group, and a very sweet woman came by yesterday and picked up all the extra canning jars that I had and everything, and she was so appreciative. So I didn't want to throw those away. That was they're perfectly good and usable for other people, and I know in this area especially there's a lot of people who do canning. So anyway, that's another step that I've taken. Now we wait for the listing to go officially live, and honestly it feels kind of surreal to say that out loud, but I want to thank you guys for following along through all of this. Soon our house will officially be for sale. See you in the next one.